I've been working from home for 2 years and my boss still doesn't know I live in Bali now.
Oh, I love it.
Like, if they find out, what are they going to do? You're fired? Okay, fuck it.
I'm already in Bali.
Yeah.
If your mum was in a pool nude.
Yeah. I don't want to be there. Sorry, mate.
Well, that's mums for you. That's what, we're a bit of fun around the place and we just... Can we be real, Bagsy?
Just cleaning my teeth.
Yeah, just pick your teeth there.
Yeah.
Just crack
Do you ever
on.
get shit in your teeth?
No.
Not shit, but like, do you ever get like a bit of egg or something like that from the brekkie?
Of course.
A brekkie roll? A bacon and egg roll?
Do you get Yulia to check your teeth before you go out? Or?
No, yeah, I haven't been to the dentist. I know you've been taking the kids to the dentist lately.
Yeah.
But I haven't been to the dentist in about 5 years. Is that bad?
Babes.
Is it bad for a 40-year-old?
No. I mean, we're as
so
adults.
I can just be free-ranging now.
I don't go unless
until
something...
I get pain.
I don't go unless something hurts. But, there are those people who just go religiously every year. Adults. Full-blown adults who go to the dentist every year for a checkup and a clean. I'm like...
Yeah.
Have you
I
got
wish
that
I had
much
the time.
Time on your hands?
Yeah.
To do that?
What
And money, by the way. Like, I know if you've got certain healthcare, you get it for free or something once a year or something or other. But
Okay.
fuck, the dentist, man. I'm so sick of going to the dentist.
Yeah.
And I actually lost my shit the other day at the dentist. I reminded myself of my mum in the olden days when we were really poor. And if anyone sprung a bill on her that she wasn't expecting, she melted down, the poor woman. She would absolutely crack it at him. And I thought it was Louis's last visit. So I go to pay and the receptionist goes, "Oh, has anyone told you about the deposit?" And I was like, right. No, what? For? She goes, "Oh, for the crown." And I was like, what are you talking about? I thought we were finished. And secondly, how much is a crown if you want to take a deposit? She goes, "I'll just go and get the doctor." And I went, "Yeah, you better." So she goes and it turns out, so this lady comes back, it's $2,000.
Fuck.
This kid's getting
For one tooth.
a $2,000 piece of hardware in his mouth.
I'll get him out of there.
That's what I honestly said. Oh, just rip it out. Just rip it out, mate. And she goes, I really wouldn't advise that. She's looking around at the other receptionists and the dentist.
But hang on. Okay, which tooth is it? It's not the front. It's not a front
hang
tooth,
on.
is it?
This one's at the back, yeah?
I'll rip it out.
She goes, "Yeah, it's one of the back molars." I go, "Great, out."
Why? But also, why would you? Why would
you not? Is that what you're about to ask me?
But does Louis want it? Does he? He wants
Well, he didn't. He was in the car by this stage. He didn't know any of this was happening, right? And she goes, "I wouldn't advise that for his age. Like, he's still growing and all that." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I've had a couple taken out. It's fine." So, how much to take it out? She goes, $400. I went,
fucking
okay,
bargain.
so
Yeah.
let's do that.
Yeah.
When can I bring him in for you to rip his take it out? And she's just mortified, right? And she goes, "We've already started the preparation for the crown." And I was like, "Yeah, but
Too much.
it's too much." I said, "The other one needs braces." Like,
yeah.
this
Rip it
is
out.
too much on teeth.
I had, wisdom teeth. I've had them ripped out.
We've all had teeth out, mate.
Yeah.
It's a rite of passage.
So if it's at the back.
Anyway, then I felt guilty, as you do. This is mum guilt. But all I could think of was...
So did you pay for it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pay the deposit. All I could think of was I thought I'll just make it happen somehow. I'll just make it work. And, well, honestly, I was going to shout myself an absolute shitload of Botox for my birthday at the end of May. And I thought, okay, there goes mum's Botox.
How much is Botox?
On this fucking... It's probably a couple of $1,000s, but this is the moneymaker, kids.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah. How much money is your tooth going to make for us?
A tooth at the back. No one can even see. You'll learn to chew on the other side. Like, it's bullshit. But
beauty is pain.
Beauty is pain. Beauty is important. My beauty is important. But people say kids keep you broke, but it's one of those things you can't know until you have and you have literally have those moments where you feel like, okay, we're getting back on track after whatever the last drama was. Okay, we're getting back on track. Maybe we can go on holiday. Maybe mummy can have an absolute Minogue load of Botox. And then what happens? The fucking dentist pops up.
Yeah, I mean, there would be single people listening to this right now thinking, gee whiz, fuck that.
I am one of them. I'm a single mother, but I see what you mean, people without kids.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how real it is that kids keep you broke. I can't tell you how real it is. But yeah, and I went down to the car there. So meanwhile, Louis texted me from the car going, "Are you coming? What's the hold up? What's, having a little sass attack in the car?" And I'm like, "Bitch, you need to pipe down and wait for me to get to the car.
Because you're expensive, mate.
And tell you what is keeping me up."
Yeah.
So I get in the car and he's so, as I've said before, he's so sweet and he's so overly grateful. Like I said, I just found out that the next bit of your tooth is going to cost me $2,000. And he goes, "Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. Like, seriously, that's crazy. And thank you." And I said, "I should tell you that I tried to get them to just rip it out." So don't be too grateful, because if it wasn't for that dentist and her persuasive skills, you would have been going in tomorrow for a big extraction.
I love that Louis says thank you to you for a lot of things as well, that he just shouldn't say thank you.
Yeah, it's just my job, mate.
No, but like, what was one of the recent ones that you did something pretty?
You.
Yeah, and he just said, "Oh, thank you,"
It's
but it was
something like
really
going to the
basic.
chemist to get his medicine. It's like, so it's things. It's like, I feel like, what is my usual standard? If he thinks this is like something that he needs to be incredibly grateful to me for, what am I like usually? It's like I'm throwing food in his cage or something. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. Like, that's okay, mate. And I feel guilty when you're thanking me, because if I could get out of it, I would. But I can't.
Oh, the
Time
dentist.
for that passed 15 years ago. So.
Are you? How often do you brush your teeth?
I'm probably twice a day.
Yeah, morning and night.
Yeah, morning and night.
There's some lunchtime people
Well, this is what I
where
meant.
they take a toothbrush to work, and you'll see them sometimes. You go to the toilet and they're at the base and brushing their teeth, and you think, "Fucking hell." And sometimes I look at their teeth and I think they're not that great.
These are the cats who are going for a clean every year. These are these guys, tooth guys. No, I'm just
Teeth are important though, aren't they?
Well, yeah, they're pretty important if you want to eat. Yeah.
And attract people.
No, you're so right.
Like, do you find it? Are you like, if someone has a nice smile?
Yeah. If someone's
They
got
can tip you over the edge.
fucked
can't
up teeth, I'm probably going, "Ooh,
it? Gee
no."
whiz, get those sorted out.
It could be everything else could be great, but then if they've got those black stains in between their teeth and that, I'd be like, yeah. No.
Oh yeah.
I can't. No, I couldn't do that. Or being a woman, I'd probably marry them and pay for them myself to get fixed.
What about when someone's got like that tooth there missing?
Oh, yeah.
And where?
They're further back. Can't you see it?
No, it's
Okay.
not. No, I'm talking about like enough at the front that but you can't see it until they smile.
Yeah.
And then when you see them smile, you go, "Oh God, sort that shit out."
One thing that happens at our dentist, I've told you earlier, a very boring story I tried to tell you about how comfortable their couch is. But while I'm on their couch waiting for the kids, they've got videos up of the cosmetic dentistry, and it's like, I'll honestly cry at them sometimes. It's so good. Like, people, just lovely people who come in and go, "Yeah, I just have lived with this for however many years, and I don't smile because of it,"
Yeah.
and all this stuff. And they get a beautiful new set of choppers, and they're crying, going, "This has just changed my life. I can't believe it."
So are they your teeth?
They are. And
Give us a smile for the TikTok.
if I may say so, Dali's orthodontist did say to me when we went in to discuss braces, she goes, "Oh, Mum's had braces." And I said, "Actually, no, I haven't." She goes, "You never had braces?" I said, "No, I have never had braces. They're all natural." She said, "Oh, they're fabulous."
Yeah.
And then I said, "Well, I'm thinking about getting some cosmetic dentistry done upstairs just to freshen them up." She goes, "No, you
Don't need it.
Don't need it."
Yeah.
I felt $1 million.
Yeah.
And then she charged me $8,000 for Dali's braces. So
Yeah.
she probably
That is a badge of honour, isn't it? If you haven't had braces.
Yes,
Because it just means
apparently.
it means you're perfect.
Which is weird because Mum did smoke during the pregnancy. So so I think that was like one of the key factors of sometimes people having teeth trouble, people our age, is if your mum smoked. My mum did. I'm a miracle.
You are.
Yeah, I'm a
bloody
miracle.
hell. There you go.
I'm a dental
The dentist.
miracle.
You are. Let's get into some secrets for today. If you've got a secret you want to share on the podcast, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio. You can also write them into us as well. Our first written secret is from an anonymous person. I've been working from home for 2 years.
Same.
And my boss still doesn't know I live in Bali now.
Oh, I love it.
Now, I'm guessing there's a lot of
Filed.
the blurred background going on the Zoom calls and
Yes.
stuff
Like, how do you...
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, do you... Yeah.
And also, I guess if you had a job where you're willing to risk losing it, get to Bali, right? Like if they find out, what are they going to do? You're fired. Okay, fuck it.
I'm already in Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, then what are you going to do? Like,
Well,
I mean, it's cheap to live in Bali, but
how long can you make it last? If you got 6 months out of that, that's a bloody 6 month holiday.
I suppose. See, I think you're confident about this because you've done this. I mean, you weren't lying to anyone about where you were, but you've worked from overseas before. So I think, yeah, I suppose. And you were just like short-terming it. You weren't.
I did 6 months.
Yeah.
I did 6 months in Rome. Hosting a brekkie show in Newcastle.
Isn't that brilliant? And again, I've got too many pets to do this, but I guess, yeah, if you don't have anything responsibilities like that, this is so great. I actually love that you didn't tell your boss, but then I suppose I'd be pretty shitty if I found out that Matthew was actually living in Patong.
Although you have done this with Matthew.
He's going again. He's going to Japan shortly. Japan.
Right.
Yep. Which is fine with me.
Because his job is online. He's a digital guy. You're a digital girl. He's a digital guy, right? And so therefore, why does he need to be in a physical location? I guess this lady, if she was getting her work done, right, what's the problem?
I think that's where I'm coming from, actually. I think that's what's stirring up the feelings in me is that Matthew and I have such a great relationship. I would be upset if I found out that he was living somewhere else and not telling me. Because I'd be like, why? Just tell me. So... yeah, you're right. That's the bottom line of this is it's so pointless that she obviously feels she can't tell her boss, but why not? Because she's obviously getting her work done. Why not do it in beautiful Bali? Oh, God, heaven. In a stunning villa with a pool, probably a plunge pool.
I remember working in a place that was very digital. Like everyone was... there's a valid reason for everyone to be wherever they want. And I remember a couple of the girls saying to the boss... what are the chances of us going to Bali? Within 1 second of them saying that, he was like, just, it's not on, right? So there is still that element of control, I think, where people do enjoy people being in the office, and especially for bosses who like their staff being around so that they can swagger, right?
Controlling people.
Right, the online thing can be a little bit not as good for the boss.
I think
you know what
absolutely.
I mean? Like the boss wants to feel like he's the big dog.
Well, that's middle management, right? There's that's the whole argument. Since COVID, we've realised that there's actually probably a whole tier of management we could do away with.
Oh yeah.
You know, a lot of them. If we worked at home, if we don't need anyone in the office to,
because they're the most annoying people.
Right.
They're not good enough to be the boss, right? But they're going to talk to you like it's their company.
Well, they gotta justify their existence all the time. They've got bosses, but also they're someone's boss.
Ugh.
So it's a weird, because most of us know, if I don't get the answer I want from him, I'll just go to the actual boss. Like I used to be very guilty of that in radio. There'd be certain things, if I wanted to do something like that, I wouldn't.
Give us the example. Like, what would you do?
If I wanted to come to Melbourne, if I was working in Brisbane and I wanted to come to Melbourne and broadcast from Melbourne for a month for the comedy festival.
Yeah. Don't go to your direct Brisbane boss.
Fuck no, mate.
No. He's got no power.
I'm going to old mate in Sydney.
The big
head office. I'm going to the big dog.
Have you got his mobile number?
Yes.
Ring him directly.
I'm texting him.
Just text him. Hey, can I do the show from Melbourne?
Flicking him a text.
And what does he say?
Yes.
No drama.
Of course you can.
So then you've got evidence, receipts.
Well, that's the best bit is you get to tell your boss in Brisbane.
I'm doing the show from Melbourne. No, you're not. Yeah, I am. Look at this.
Big dog said yes, so...
That's called playing chess, mate.
Is it?
I think so. That's like an ultimate chess move right there.
I'm always one for just... I guess I'm a Karen. I'll just speak to the manager. I'll speak to the actual boss, thanks. I haven't got time for this bullshit.
Is that a Karen move or just a clever move? I mean, look, you know what? The only person thinking that's a Karen move is the Brisbane boss. Everyone else is going, good on her. Right? There's only one bloke who's got his nose out of joint.
Yeah.
Who cares?
And maybe they have words between them, but that's none of my business. Maybe Brisbane boss, Brisbane Karen rings the big dog in Sydney and goes,
hey, I'm the boss.
Yeah,
remember? Remember how I'm the boss and you gave me the big boy pants?
Affecting my authority and all that, you know, but, you know, we don't care, me and the big dog. We're like, righto, mate. Yeah, we won't do it again. You'll be right.
Oh, good times. Why do I love that so much? I don't know.
Because you hate authority. That's why. Yeah.
I wouldn't go well in Putin's bloody war, would I?
I don't know. You're a bit of fun around the place. And as I've said, you know, I think Putin's more fun than we give him credit for. I'd like to think that there's, you know, we've discussed the fishing. I'd like to think there's some really bloody great dinners. There'd be some fun dinners. A lot of, I suppose what I'm getting at is I assume he's drunk a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you be?
And if you're on the right
he's
side...
He's 72 or something like that now, right? Yeah.
And he's pickled, I think. And if you're on the right side of him, if you're a bit of fun, everyone loves a jester, is what I've learned in life. So
You're saying I'm the jester.
I think you could be.
I've just got to entertain him.
But I am. I'm a jester.
You are a
every
jester.
damn day. So I'd blow in there to the Kremlin and I'd be a bit cheeky and and he'd go, and everyone else would go, fucking don't talk like that in front of him. And I'd go, hey.
Are you an authority girl? Do you like authority?
No, of course not. But I know how to.
But what do you?
I'm usually friends with authority.
Why?
So I can just text them when I want to go to Melbourne for the month.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about any of the middlemen. I have been traditionally had great relationships with the actual boss, with that one glaring exception.
And why do you think that a lot of people struggle with that?
I think there's too much respect for authority sometimes. I think you have to
Because you think that they're special.
Yeah,
you think that they got their
them.
yeah, like, but they're just guys.
Yeah, they're just guys.
They're just guys, mate.
Yeah, and I don't know about your industry, whatever industry you guys are in, but in our industry, there's always some, big dog from Sydney rolling up with a wheelie suitcase.
From Roger, he's gone to Roger David.
Yep,
Right?
and he's talking about his wife all the time, and which is sweet, and the kids, and
He's a New Zealander.
Yeah, he was a New Zealander in Sydney, and he's a bit of fun around the place.
He is.
There's often
He's got that kind of like Hugh Grant kind of look.
Right, these guys are usually confident.
Sexy.
Charismatic, sexy. So you can have a bit of a flirt, but it's not going to go anywhere because he talks about his wife all the time just to let everyone know everything's above board, and that's cool. And these are easy guys to be friends with,
Yeah.
Yeah. So do that. Just do that.
All right, how do you file that one?
I can't remember what it was.
Bloody authority.
Yeah, but what was it? What was the actual
What was
story?
the story? We've gone so far down the rabbit hole. We don't.
Oh, that's right. Living in Bali. Living in Bali, I love all of the above. I'm jealous. Is there a chance for you to friend up to the big dog in Sydney, whoever actually runs your company, and just try and maybe you never have to. Maybe you never have to get permission for it to happen. Maybe you just can keep hiding it.
Here's the other thing. I think if your job today in 2025, you can work from Bali.
Yeah.
I think there's a short window for that job, right? Because it means that
Do ya?
probably AI could do that in 5 years. So I say take full advantage right now.
An interesting
And
perspective.
really Bali the shit out of this opportunity we all have in
Yeah.
life right now, where we're in this kind of like, there are offices, there are people working from home, we don't really know what the fuck's going on. Eventually in 5 years' time, all these jobs will be gone. So fucking really take advantage right now.
That's an interesting.
Do you think or not?
No, I do, because it's an interesting theory that a lot of jobs that can be done from home might be taken
Replaced.
over by
I think
AI.
so,
That's
because it
really
means.
interesting.
Well, don't you think?
Yeah,
Because
it means you don't
that-
have to be present to do it in a
and
place.
a computer could do that, or an AI could do that eventually.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to scare everybody, but like in this window, this is an opportunity that we will maybe look back on and go, fuck, I really should have taken advantage of that a bit more.
Make hay while the sun shines.
Make
And
hay
look,
while the sun shines.
then you may end up being one of those people in Bali who, cuts up slices of pineapple and sells them from a wheelbarrow.
What as the next step?
Yeah, as your next job.
Well, no, if
You're
you,
already living in Bali
no, because
and
what,
your
what
job
are you,
gets
no,
taken
what are you
over by
doing
AI.
with all the money that you're making? You're investing it in
Bitcoin. Okay, sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, do that. Because I
and some kind of dodgy crypto as well.
Yeah, I'm not made for a wheelbarrow full of pineapple slices.
No.
I'm not built for that.
No.
I like to be indoor. You know me. I like to be by the pool with a bintang and a Valium at 3.
Yeah. Buying Trump coin.
Yeah. So you're right. I've got to get that Trump coin.
All right, let's get into the next secret.
I was just listening to the episode with the lady sharing her secret that she cleans her house in the nude. And I wanted to share that I'm also a nude cleaner in my own house. I clean the house nude. I hang the washing out with just a G-string on. We'll go out in the back veranda completely nude, swim in the pool completely nude.
Where she live?
Walk around the house with the windows open. Yeah. I've been busted a few times by the older gentleman that lives next door, but I'm young, I'm hot, I'm in my early 30s, and I don't think he cares. I don't care, and I love it.
She loves it. She's filed it.
Yeah. You filed it yourself, girl. We love it. Okay. I'm not going to double handle it. If it's filed, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Takes the pressure off me, I tell you. But
good on her.
she's an exhibitionist, and good on her. Yeah, I'm not yucking that yum. That's fine. She's
Well, she's young and hot.
Yep.
And she likes it, and she likes the attention.
Yeah. Yeah. And also,
Where does exhibitionist or exhibitionism come from? Like, what's the reason why they enjoy that? Is that a bit of a dodgy question? Should I not be asking
no, it's
that?
not a dodgy question.
Right.
I just don't have an answer for it. I just,
It can just be something that people enjoy and you don't understand why.
I suppose, I don't understand why. I mean, psychologists would have theories. Some people like having sex.
It sounds to me like a thrill for her, right?
But she's not. So
it's an adrenaline thing? Like, is it like a... I
don't know. Maybe she likes feeling admired because, as she said, she is. I think she's very sensible, actually, because, you won't always be young and hot. Although maybe you'll always feel young and hot. They're two different things. And, I don't know where exhibitionism comes from. Some people are so, never nudes. There are some people whose partners never see them naked. So where does that come from as well?
I don't understand how that works.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? You're always in a towel when you come out of the bathroom or something like that?
All of that. Lights always off, pajamas always on. I've known women who've had sex in bras, always wear a bra when they're having sex because they don't want, because they're so uncomfortable with their body. So I don't know where this comes from pathologically and psychologically. It's interesting, isn't it? But she loves it.
She loves it.
When she started with, I hang out the washing, I was like, okay. Then it was, I'm on the balcony.
I've done that before. Like if my undies are out, right? I mean, Lisa Wilkinson may have seen me nude. I don't know.
You run out, do you? Just run out to the line.
I'll run out to the line, right?
Yeah.
And go get my undies off the line, and I'll be totally fucking naked. And I think,
anyone overlooking your
we're at the top.
courtyard?
We're at the top level.
So you're on the balcony.
On the balcony, just going out and getting I'm out there.
Yeah. But is anyone overlooking you, or do you know you're safe?
Well, I mean, you've seen it before. There's like bushes everywhere and all that kind of thing. So it's kind of safe. You can see the Sydney Harbour Bridge, whatever.
Oh, someone on the bridge with binoculars. Someone doing the bridge climb with binoculars.
Oprah
and Gail, bridge climbing, binoculars, could have seen your dick. Now how does it feel?
I love
now I've made it real.
See, I feel like her. I'm excited.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Great, a bit of an exhibitionist. All right, good for you. What about Yulia? She run out to the line?
She's the same. Yeah, we both just kind of we both don't give a shit really.
Cute.
We're the same. Yeah. What about you?
Cute. Yeah.
I mean, you've got you're naked, are you?
Yeah.
Not that I know. I'm just.
Yeah. I'm not really.
Your family were naked. Like your mum was naked.
Yeah, we're a nude family. Yeah, and when we're in Bali and we have a villa and we have our own pool, I will swim naked all the time. The kids are increasingly uncomfortable with that. Louis won't get in the water with me.
I get that.
Why?
They're fucking 15, mate. Like no. Why are you surprised about that? That would be weird, mate. Mum's in the pool naked again. Guys.
Again, that
are you
wasn't
pissed?
Yeah. What are you? Yeah.
Well, hang on, I remember you sending me a selfie from the Bali pool one time.
I probably had bathers on then.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Relax.
I'll just fire this off to Bags back home in Australia while he's working his ass off. See what this gets. This gets him going.
That Louis was like, I'm not. I just, they think you're so gross. They think their parents are so gross. I wasn't asking him to get in nude. Is it that gross? If your mum was in a pool nude.
Yeah. I don't want to be there. Sorry, mate.
I suppose. Well, that's mums for you. That's what, we're a bit of fun around the place and we just... Well, the older we get, oftentimes the looser
They're 15, mate.
Yeah.
They're not 4.
Yeah, well...
Far out.
13 at the time, the last time it happened. But I just think he...
And so he raised it, though. He said,
He's a
Mum,
prude.
put some clothes on.
No, he said, I'm not getting in there. He said, I'm not getting in there. And I said, why not? He goes, because you are naked. And I was like, well, I'm not... What difference does it make? And then I start with all the semantics. Well, what happens if bathers are so thin? It's just a thin bit of fabric. What's the difference? And he's like, oh, my God.
I think it's more like the stepping out of the pool moment. That's the moment where you go...
I'm stepping around the house like that all the time, so what's the diff?
I don't know about you, but especially if you try to get out of the pool without the steps as well, like on the side. You don't do that, do you?
No, I don't do that.
That's full brown eye for the fucking...
No, I don't do that.
We don't want full brown eye there.
No, I don't.
Bali brown eye.
Oh, listen, Bali rules, mate. It's just different rules. And I won't have you yuck my Bali yum. Mum's on Bali time, kids. And she's naked. Deal with it. She's off her face.
All right, she's filed it, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Let's get into the next secret.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. I want to share with you that I've dobbed my neighbour in to the ranger, to the city council, for their dogs. They have 3 dogs, and they bark all freaking day when they're home and when they're not home. When they have visitors, when they don't have visitors. It drives me fucking crazy. I'm over it. I just want to open their gate and let the dogs run free.
No.
I don't care. Just done with it.
She's done with it.
You know my feelings about this.
Dibber-dobbers?
Dibber-dobbers.
Yeah, fuck. It's 3 dogs. What are they going to do? They're going to bark.
And it's suburbia. It's like, you know what? My neighbour across the street, John, loves his bloody leaf blower. I mean, that is annoying to me. And I'm really controlling myself because I like him so much. And because it's like, it's suburbia. Like, it happens. John also has roosters. Like, you know, and I've got a yappy dog, but most of the time he's yapping at the other yappy dog across the street. And my neighbours, my next door neighbours, are the kind of people who sit outside having very loud barbecues most nights.
You know what? I prefer someone to approach the person.
Of course.
And just say, hey, you know what? I'm studying or I'm doing something at the moment that I really need.
The dogs.
I need like these hours to be quiet.
Yeah.
Can you do something?
Yeah.
Can you just do something for me? I prefer that behaviour than the backhand.
It's horrible. Can you imagine how it feels to have a knock at the door, have some authority figure from the council standing there saying we've had a complaint about your dogs? It's such an awful
Because you're worried
feeling.
that they're going to be taken away straight away, right? Yeah. And also, this lady letting the bloody dogs out.
I know.
They're going to get run over and hit by a fucking car.
I know.
That's not smart.
She's not an animal lover. I don't think she was serious about letting the dogs out, but yeah, I mean, it's easy for me to cop the roosters and the yappy dogs and all that because I'm an animal lover. So I'm just like, oh, God, that's annoying, but whatever. And I stop hearing it. But yeah, we just live in the suburbs, mate. I'm sure you're not perfect. You know, I'm sure there's something you do that shits someone. And are we really going and dobbing to the council about everything? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I want to find something positive to say to you because I appreciate you leaving us a message, but I can't. I can't condone this. I'm so sorry. No. Filed.
Yep.
You know where I filed that? In the bin.
Oh, okay. There you go.
In the bin.
I wonder if that person's sticking around on the podcast. Maybe not.
I've tried with her. I've
You can't please everyone, mate. You can't please everyone.
And I've tried. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see how we go. Should dob me into somebody.
All right, that is it for today's episode. If you have a secret and you want to share it, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio or you can write them into us as well. We'll catch you again tomorrow.